Skechers? Seriously? Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to another episode. For those of you that are new here, my name is Evan Blankenship and today's episode is all about Skechers GOrun Maxroad 5. Skechers GOrun Maxroad 5 is a highly cushioned daily trainer with a lightweight midsole foam that provides a snappy, efficient, protective ride. If you're looking for a well-cushioned shoe that can pick up the pace, you might consider throwing the Maxroad 5 into your running shoe rotation. The Maxroad 5 comes in at 8.3 ounces with a heel stack of 39 mils and a 4' and 33, giving it a 6 millimeter drop from heel to toe. It has a hyperburst, highly cushioned foam, which is, according to their website, a supercritical process with spherically shaped cells compressed into the mids. So that is sounding like a very high-tech way of saying this thing is pretty cushioned. It is excellent shoe. Like, you can tell it's lightweight, it's squishy, but it is so responsive underfoot. I was very happy running in this shoe. Also, going on inside this midsole, you do have a carbon H plate. It's not the traditional carbon fiber plate that you would think in running shoes today, where it's adding propulsion. The way I'm best feeling this plate is in added stability in that forefoot. So not even a stability like a stability shoe would normally be, with adding some pronation or just adding some meat here on the inside to kind of keep you from rolling in. It's placed in the forefoot inside the midsole foam here, and I think it's really gonna help. The way I feel it is it really helps with that nice square landing with that nice toe off. I've taken this shoe on all kinds of runs now that I've been running in it. Very easy recovery runs with some strides in there, long run, middle distance run. And it's performed excellent across all of them. I will say that I was extremely satisfied in the strides. When I was kind of thinking a max cushion shoe during some pickups, you kind of expect a little instability, a little mush, or just not that security or confidence inspiring shoe or underfoot feeling. And I will say this thing performed like a shoe with half the stack. It really gave me a very confidence inspiring toe off, like very firm, solid plant underfoot, allowing for a very strong toe off. And it does have this nice rocker shape to it as well, and it just really inspires you to run quickly. The way they're calling this this rocker technology, Skechers calls it their M-Strike technology, and I'm thinking what that is meaning is like that midfoot strike to a good toe off. And I did feel that. I'm normally a midfoot striker anyway, but it did feel like it really kind of wanted you to land in that midfoot with a nice firm toe off. Moving along to the bottom, we have that that Goodyear rubber on the bottom in these pod shapes, which is a pretty interesting design, and I really like it. You get a lot of nice mobility in the shoe, and then also it kind of allows the foot to kind of splay out, and it has this nice trampoline kind of effect as well, which we've seen in some other shoes with like a decoupled groove running from maybe midfoot all the way through the heel. But this kind of does it in a different design, and it works very, very well. I will say it's a very nice design and very happy with that. The upper is a synthetic engineered mesh It did provide a nice breathability. It is very comfortable as well. The toe box was plenty roomy for me, but not overly so. I didn't feel like I had slop in the shoe. It just fit my foot very well. I don't have a very super narrow foot, and I also don't have a wide foot. It's just that normal width in the forefoot as well. You do have a nice padded tongue, and then not a lot of padding much where else other than this heel counter, which is kind of substantial. But I liked it. It was, for what this shoe is, I think they nailed the design. They nailed the build. I do want to kind of dive into the Skechers. Like, I did not think that this was going to be like a great shoe. I didn't think it was going to perform quite like it did. And I was extremely satisfied with the shoe. Where I feel like this shoe really shined is the lockdown. Once I got the laces figured out, at first I felt like they were a little too short, and I am convinced that they are too short. But once I kind of reworked the lacing pattern and got the runner's knot dialed in with my double knot at the very end of the lace, I got it in there. The lockdown went from good to now with the runner's knot to, I feel like it's a great lockdown. Very impressed with the lockdown. This heel counter, not overbuilt by any means, but it was just nice. It provided some good security, not like a race day, real floppy heel counter here, but it was substantial, but not in the way that's just like in the way and really kind of bothered you. The midsole, I think, is the shining star of the shoe, if you will. It does so many things extremely well. Like, it has that max cushion to go the distance in a long run. It has the nice responsiveness of like a shoe with half the stack. Very responsive, very light underfoot. It rolls through the gait cycle with ease. I was so happy with the shoe and the design of the shoe. The Easy Day shoes, it just let me kind of bop along and really kind of go easy on the legs. But then also, when you want to pick it up during those strides or those quicker sessions, it responded well. It let me run quickly and without feeling like I was really sinking in and having kind of that super soft mush under your foot. So it was weird how it really changed its behavior depending on what kind of force or pace I was putting into the shoe. Very, very happy with the shoe. I will say, for my positive of the shoe is going to be that Hyperburst. Man, I'm kind of the Hyperburst. The lockdown is really good, but the Hyperburst midsole is the star of the show. Drawbacks, I do have a couple. One being the laces. They're good, they just need to be longer. And the second is this Goodyear rubber. It's okay so far, but we're still just kind of barely getting into some miles in the shoe. Like, we're just starting to get some break-in in it. So I think we're about 30 miles in, maybe 40, but we're starting to see some wear on this center pod here. And that has me a little nervous, to say how far we're gonna go. Can this shoe go the distance? If you've already been running in this shoe and have run 100, 200, 300 miles in this shoe, I'd be curious to know what the tread looks like. Send me a picture. I'd love to hear from you. My prediction, I do feel like it's gonna hit that 300 mark. The midsole definitely will go the distance. It's this outsole that really has me worried. Price point, Skechers has it listed at $140 on their website. If you go over to runningwarehouse.com, I do see it at $129.95, so 130 bucks there. 130, I think, is a deal. 140, you could probably maybe find some other things that are a little bit nicer, but I tell you, the ride of the shoe is so nice. If we can get the mileage up, if it does go the distance, absolutely worth it at 140. If the mileage is a little lower, if it's a couple hundred, 250, you might look at something else. This is replacing some shoes in my running shoe rotation, so we can check back whenever the mileage starts to tick up and see where this thing actually does break down. For me, it's a win. It gets my approval. I'm very excited about this shoe. The design, good. Could be better. Skechers, we could do a little bit better. The women's, I did check out the women's version. I was thinking my wife might love this shoe. Not so great. We could do better. Overall, it's a win. Like if you don't care about what the shoe looks like, or if you like it, you know, this is one that's, I think it can go either way. I'm excited about it. I'm very happy to be running in this shoe. We do have some other reviews coming out. We're gonna check out the Asics Nova Blast 2, as well as a deeper dive into the Stride FootPod and their training plans as we get a little bit closer to this half marathon and the goal time of 1:17. So we're gonna go ahead and close it out. Thank you for sticking to the end of the video. If you found this to be interesting, go ahead and click that subscribe button, that like button. Let me know that you like this video and this content. Click that bell notification. That way you get notified every time I release a new video. And as always, go forward in power, love, and a sound mind. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.